Hey tribe, Sally here. Hope you're having an amazing and fascinating day. I know I am, and you know that this view means welcome back to my tiny RV kitchen. So, first of all, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you taking your time to watch my videos. What do we have going on today? We're making jam. Because I'm really re-embracing the whole let's eat as many whole foods as possible kind of thing. Because I think it's really important to do that. And when you find out how easy it is to make healthy jam, you might be surprised. So we're going to flip the camera around and show you what we got going on.
Wake up with the sun in our eyes. Sally forth, no need for goodbyes. Journey calls, let's roll the dice. Every mile a new surprise.
All right, first up, this is a 10-ounce bag of mixed frozen berries. You can do up to a pound at a time. This just happened to be the size that I bought, and they're organic. So there's that. So according to the package, these berries contain a total of 140 calories. Now we're going to add about a tablespoon of maple syrup, also organic. Use as much or as little as you want. I think that berries are generally pretty sweet on their own, so I don't really think they need much sweetener, but I'm also adding lemon juice. Again, I'm putting in about a teaspoon or so here. And the lemon juice, in addition to adding that little flavor burst, also acts a little bit as a preservative. I'm going to kind of mix that in. And helps to break the fruit down. So this is going to simmer for about 5 to 10 minutes, something like that. Probably closer to 10 minutes since everything is all frozen. And see, it already smells good. Isn't that amazing? And then there's one other ingredient that's going to go in here. Because how are we making jam or jelly or preserves or whatever you want to call it without gelling it? Well, here's how. Chia seeds. Yep. Chia seed jam. I used to do this all the time, and I'd kind of forgotten about it. And I had started buying pretty expensive jam. And this last jar that I bought was Berry Harvest organic. And I kept thinking about it, and I'm thinking, I used to just make this stuff. So I saved the jar. And instead of being expensive crofters, it's going to be homemade chia seed jam. So here's one of the tricks as far as I'm concerned. As I said, I don't think it needs much in the way of sweetener at all. I do add a little bit just to make it a little bit juicier. And what the chia seeds do is they swell up. And the chia seeds will make it be gelled. So it'll be spreadable. And you can vary the amount of chia seeds you use based on how thick you want your jam or preserves to be. I guess this would be preserves, because I think jam has all the seeds taken out of it. And I like to do this with berries, mixed berries like blackberries, raspberries, whatever, because they already have seeds in it. And then when I add the chia seeds, it's not like I'm really changing the composition much in terms of the mouthfeel, certainly. And I have found previously that the flavor is really good. And again, 10 minutes. And I'm doing this morning because let me take you over here outside for a moment. Are the geese still here? Oh, I guess the geese have moved on. I'm at a Harvest Toast location. It's called Blitz Creek. And I'm actually waiting for a FedEx package to arrive. That'll be a whole separate video. But according to FedEx, my driver is going to be here sometime between 12:10 and 2:10. And it's now 11 o'clock in the morning. So I'm taking the opportunity in all this nice bright sunshine to do some cooking. Not that the sunshine matters for the jam since I'm using propane. But I'm taking the opportunity to do some cooking and, kind of killing time. Because I actually meant to do this a couple of days ago. And I forgot, and I've been busy. I've been, doing a lot of sightseeing, exploring, and stuff like that. So I hadn't gotten around to it. And I thought, well, let's just do this today. And by the time I'm ready to go, it'll be ready to stick in the refrigerator because it's got to cool down quite a bit before I'll put it in the fridge. But see, can you see how much juice is coming out already? So we're generating juice. We didn't add any water. We added a little bit of maple syrup and a little bit of lemon juice, and that's it. So we're going to let this continue to cook itself down. Yeah, got the flame on a low medium kind of flame. I want to get it up to a simmer, and then I'll turn it back down again. And once we hit a simmer, probably got about five minutes or so to go. You want the fruit to break down a fair amount so that it's easy to smush. And then you can use a potato masher or an immersion blender and then smash it up. You can add the chia seeds before or after. I'm adding them before I smash it up because that'll help to smash the chia seeds a bit too and release their, whatever it is that makes them gelatinous, release that a little bit faster. So yeah, we'll get back to you in the next stage. Okay, we've been simmering for, I don't know, about 7 minutes at this point, and it looks pretty complete to me. Excuse me. I've taken my jar. This is not very appetizing looking. I put in about 1.5 tablespoons of chia seeds, and then I took a couple tablespoons of the hot fruit and dumped this in here because I wanted the jar to warm up so it wasn't going to get shocked by having hot stuff hit it. And I'm going to do that again. I'm going to put a little more fruit in and give it a chance to acclimate a little bit. Now, this is indeed a canning jar, and theoretically, I put the other one away because I've realized the immersion blender does not fit in that, but it fits in this. So, even though it is a canning jar, it's the only one of this size that I have that's not in use at the moment, and I don't want to take a chance on shocking it and breaking it, so this is just an easy way to do it. All right, I'm going to get the rest of the fruit in here, and we're going to get this blended up, and we'll show you what we got. Oh, and this? This is leftover batter from baking brownies a couple days ago, and as you can see, it's fairly thin. You can see that. So I decided to put this in the Instant Pot and basically steam it since the pinto bean cake worked out so well. And it was faster and less energy to do that than it was to put it back in the air fryer and bake it. And I didn't have a suitable size container to be able to bake it in. So there's that little bonus there for you. All right, let me get back and finish this up now. Okay, so this is just fruit in the jar before we blend. And we're going to stick the immersion blender in all the way to the bottom. Oh. But I got to turn it around so I can get my hand on the buttons to be able to run it. So here we go. All right, and this is actually going to take 2 hands because it's thick enough that I can't move the blender up and down without holding the jar. So, hang tight. All right, and here we go. Looks just like preserves to me. And I already tasted it. Tastes just like I remember. I am so glad I decided to do this again. Here, I'm going to lick the spoon, actually. Because I actually prefer jam that is less sweet. You can really taste the berry flavor here. And I seem to recall that when I used to do this in my sticks and bricks, oftentimes I didn't use any kind of sweetener at all. No maple syrup, no honey, no anything. I like doing the immersion blender thing. I mean, guys, I'm telling you, this is the stuff right here. So we're going to let this sit out on the counter and cool down. And then once it's, not hot, when it's down to like room temperature, I'll stick it in the fridge. And because I can use a whole lot more of this than I would of conventional jams and jellies. I mean, let's just think about that for a moment, okay? The chia seeds add about 100 calories for the amount that we use. So we've got 140 for the fruit and 100 for the chia seeds. And I used about a tablespoon of maple syrup, which is 210. So let's say 200. So that's, what did I say? 140, 240, and 200. 440 calories in this entire jar. And none of it, you know, refined sugar per se. Yeah. I recommend you try it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And as always, thank you so much for watching my videos. Hope you got something out of this. And we'll see you next time. Bye for now.